What's going on, guys? It's your boy Shady Mike Gaming, and it has finally happened. Damian Lillard has requested a trade from the Portland Trailblazers. That's a headline I don't think I ever thought I would see, but we're going to talk about that. Before we do, though, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. And thank you for helping me hit 25,000 subscribers. I was on stream last night, and I did not notice that we had hit 25,000, or else I would have said something. But thank you so much for helping me hit that goal. Yeah, in my opinion, we're 25% of where we want to be. So let's keep it pushing to that. But I want to talk about Dame because, yes, he finally went ahead and requested that trade. He has finally gotten fed up with Portland's inability to build a winner around him. And that's surprising to me because that's kind of been Damian Lillard's MO, right? Like no trades, no super teams. We not teaming up like we in Portland. But apparently something has changed. He asked them to trade that number 3 pick. They took Scoot Henderson instead, and he said, hey, I'm just not confident that you guys are able to build a winner around me. Now, apparently the top 2 locations he would like to go to is Brooklyn and Miami. Brooklyn seems very odd to me because they have a bunch of young guys, some young, nice pieces, but you would have to ask yourself, wouldn't they have to give up some of those young guys to get Dame there? So I almost feel like that would be a very similar situation to Portland. And which almost leads me to believe Brooklyn could be some type of smoke screen, right? And the real preferred destination is Miami, right? So, but I also at the same time feel the same way. It's like Miami, you talk about that heat culture, right? It's about having a bunch of, undrafted guys that are kind of playing above their means. But number one, they lost some guys in free agency already. Number two, who would they have to give up to get Dame back? And would it just end up being Dame, Jimmy, and a bunch of nobodies on that roster? And how close is that roster to competing in the East? Is that roster beating Milwaukee? Is that roster beating Boston? Is that roster beating Philly? Well, let's be honest, they probably would beat Philly, but we don't, you know what I mean? I just slide my Sixers in there. I'm not slick, but like we don't know. And I just don't know how close to, that like competing he would be in either of those 2 situations. So another thing I wanted to bring up is, what do you guys think? Are there other teams that would potentially make more sense? Like, could he just go straight ring chasing? Golden State, Denver, Lakers? Like, would he be comfortable, since that's kind of like against what his image has been, would he be comfortable going and playing with LeBron, Steph, Jokic, Giannis even? Like, he'd be crazy on the Bucks. I literally don't know what any of this stuff could look like. So all of that is up in the air. And another thing too, do you guys feel like the Blazers ownership owes it to Dame to get him where he wants to go? Like, hey, we would take a little bit less from Miami because that's your preferred destination. Or would they be like, hey, look, bro, I'm sorry, Charlotte over here with a crazy offer. San Antonio's over here with a crazy offer, bro. You asked for a trade, you getting it. I think I'd be more like that. Like, hey, all right, I'm Portland. I got young talent. Now I got to get my best deal possible for Dame. That's how I would do it. But let me know what you guys think. Do they owe it to Dame to get him where he wants to go? So elephant in the room. Now, first and foremost, guys, I often have been criticized. Like, you guys know me as a 2K YouTuber, but there are plenty of people in the 2K community that have come for me because I'm so biased towards Philadelphia sports in my videos on social media, Twitter, Instagram, at ShadyMikeGaming. Shameless plug. You guys know what we do over there. But I've had people literally say, I don't watch Shady Mike Gaming content because he's so biased towards the Sixers. And I wear that as a badge of honor, right? Like, I'm not from Philadelphia, but I'm from South Jersey, literally 15 minutes over the bridge from where the Sixers, Eagles, Flyers, and Phillies play. I went to college right, in PA, like right over the bridge. So right in that area, spent a lot of my free time in Philadelphia, just having fun with my friends, right? So, that's a big part of me. It's a big part of my life. And so I'm always going to look at, like, at all of these sports from the lens of a Philadelphia fan. I'm sorry, that's just how we do. And with that being said, the Sixers have been a potential trade destination for Dame. My problem with that is most of these trade scenarios have Dame coming for Tyrese Maxiell. And if it were me, and this is just me personally, I would not trade Damian Lillard for Tyrese Maxiell straight up, period. I would not do it personally. I've heard there could be some ways because Harden asked for a trade. Could there be a 3-team deal where we could move Harden to get assets and then send that to Portland for Dame without Maxey? Maybe, but I doubt it. I don't think the Sixers can get Dame without giving up Maxey, and I wouldn't do it. And I wanted to take some of this video and explain why, especially if you don't watch the Sixers, you don't know much about Maxey. I think he's the future. I think he projects as a star in the league. You never know if a guy's going to be a superstar, but I do think Maxey projects as an all-star, both his physical profile and his statistics. So we can talk about that a little bit and just why I wouldn't do it. So for the first reason I wouldn't do it is literally just the ages. 32-year-old Damian Lillard, 22-year-old Maxey. You getting 2 to 3 good years from Dame, probably 2 great years, 1 good year from Dame. You can get 10 years from Maxey. That right there is automatically a big red flag for me. I'm rolling with the young guy, right? But I think the thing for me is just statistically looking at where Maxey has gone just in the first 3 years of his career, right? I got some stats here and I really actually want to speak on them. Maxey as a rookie shot 30% from 3. People were actually thinking that could potentially be a weakness of his, him being a 30% 3-point shooter. Comes back sophomore year, shoots 42.7% from 3 on 4 attempts. That's phenomenal, right? Comes back this year, third year, 43.4% from 3 on 6 attempts per game. And we see Maxey. He's athletic. He's explosive. He shoots off the dribble. I just think the sky is the limit. Oh, and get this. Here's another thing. Playing next to James Harden, ball dominant. James Harden led the NBA in isolation percentage. And Maxey still put up great numbers playing next to him. This was his first year breaking 20 points a game. I would not trade Tyrese Maxey until I see what his performance looks like when he has the keys to the offense. You trade Harden, you get some pieces around Maxey and Embiid. Let's see what it looks like. You can always trade him later, but I can't trade Maxey until I see what our offense looks like when he has the keys. My third and final reason I wouldn't trade for Damian Lillard as a Sixers fan is simple. I'm just tired of this cycle. I'm tired of trying to trade for old, washed stars. All of it, everybody, just people trading for KD, trading for Gobert, like just these dumb, huge trades. I don't like it. And you know what, guys? It doesn't work. I keep telling you guys, it doesn't work. You look at the Golden State Warriors. They built their whole dynasty through the draft. People are going to talk about KD, but that's one free agent. They built their whole team through the draft, drafted their whole team, draft Steph, draft Clay, draft Draymond, and then they signed one free agent. You look at Milwaukee, right? You draft Giannis. You draft Middleton. Okay, one free agent, Drew Holiday. I don't know if they traded for Drew Holiday or signed him, whatever. One big piece, championship. Look at Denver. Jokic, Murray, Michael Porter Jr. They drafted those guys. Boston, Tatum, Brown, even Smart, who they just traded. But they got to where they got by draft and building a team. Guys, build a culture, build a team, build something. I want the Sixers to build something. We got Maxey. He's our own. I want to keep him. I want to grow him into something special, homegrown, instead of trying to sit here and buy chips, buy these recycled chips. I'm sorry. That's just how I'm built. You guys know that's a bit of an old school take, but that's just, my reason why I would prefer to not see Damian Lillard in Philly. If there was some way we could get him while keeping Maxey and, of course, obviously keeping Embiid, anybody else can go, but I just don't see that being possible. Guys, in the comments, let me know what you guys think is the best landing spot for Damian Lillard. Are there any teams out there that you guys think would be a good fit for him that maybe have not been mentioned? Am I crazy for not wanting to trade Maxey for Lillard? Do you just hate the Sixers and know we're going to be out in the second round like everybody says? Let me know in the comments below. And again, guys, thank you for all the support on the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Shady Mike Gaming. I'm signing out. Peace. Threes.